Hello and welcome to the conclusion of our coverage of the 2023 Cricket World Cup. Today, we bring you the final. The last two teams remaining in the tournament are India and Australia. India finished the group stage first in the 10-team table. They were able to defeat every single one of the opponents they faced, finishing undefeated. Australia finished the group stage in third place. They were able to win 7 matches but were defeated by India and South Africa. India defeated New Zealand in the semifinals. Their total of 397 runs was too much for the Kiwis to catch up to. Australia defeated South Africa. With 16 balls left, they were able to surpass the score of 212 by scoring 215. The venue for this match is the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. Let's go there right now as the action begins in the World Cup final. For the past 6 weeks, we have seen the best teams in international cricket go head-to-head against each other for the opportunity to play in this very match. But only 2 teams remain, India and Australia, competing to be called the best team in international cricket. We go down to the coin toss. It'll be Australia with the call. Their choice is heads, and the result will be tails in favor of India. The choice from the host nation is to bowl. So it will be Australia going first here at the Narendra Modi Stadium, the stadium with a capacity of 132,000 seats. This is certainly going to be history-making. It is Bhuvi Kumar to start things off, the first bowler for India, and away we go. This is going to go to the boundary. Good start for Australia. They open it with a 4. And ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Cricket World Cup final is officially underway. Let's see the replay on this, as it's sent all the way to the boundary. Mitch Marsh opening things up with 4 runs. Trying to do it once again here, but it's going to be stopped. And he got him! Run out on the second ball. Mitch Marsh, gone. Quite the start to this World Cup final. Quick thinking. The bowler was ready if need be, but the throw already connecting. We'll see the replay here just to make absolutely sure he was out for any doubters. But it is a dismissal of Mitch Marsh. Hardik Pandya with the run out, and Steve Smith to replace him. Travis Head on strike now, however. Kumar with the first wicket of the World Cup final. This will be sent to square leg. It'll give Australia a single. The winners of the 2023 Ashes series, or rather the retainers of the urn. I believe the series itself ended in a draw due to rain. So this goes to cover square and is another single. Travis Head on strike once again. Steve Smith faces his first ball after coming in to replace Mitch Marsh. That incredible run out from Pandya. This will go to the boundary, and that's 4 more. As we see the replay here, it's interesting to note that in the last 3 World Cups, 2011, 2015, and 2019, the host nation has won the trophy. India in 2011, Australia in 2015, and of course England in 2019. This is going to be close. Hits the stumps, but as the first over comes to an end, Australia get another single. They are 1 for 11, having faced 6 balls. And Jasprit Bumrah next in here for India. So again, that's something to keep an eye on. The whole host nation thing and the fact that it's been host nations since 2011, 2007, the last time a non-host nation won the World Cup. This goes for 4. As Bumrah is brought into the equation, known for his unorthodox stance, as you see there on the replay. Interesting bowling style indeed. But Travis Head has capitalized on it with the first ball of the over. He's 10 runs from 4 balls. This is stopped at silly mid-off. 11.25 the run rate for Australia at the moment. As we wait for the next delivery from Bumrah, he's got that slow run-up. Oh, good catch there by the wicketkeeper as he dives. Of course, you always want to be careful. Make sure it doesn't end up going to the boundary on accident. Halfway through the second over here in the World Cup final, in Australia's innings of the World Cup final, I should say. This is 4 more, as we see the replay. Travis Head seems to have somewhat figured out Bumrah's bowling style. As we see it again here. This will go forward. And to the keeper. This is a rematch of the 2003 Cricket World Cup final. Australia triumphant in that, retaining the title from 1999, of course. That one, I believe, taking place in England. The heroics of Shane Warne playing a part there. Warne banned from the World Cup in 2003. I believe it was some sort of steroid violation, some sort of banned substance, maybe not steroids, but an illegal substance, keeping one of the best spin bowlers in history out of the 2003 World Cup. Speaking of spin bowling, Yuzvendra Chahal coming in to bowl the third over. Australia 1 for 19 at the end of the second. Again, this is a 5-over match, as we've been doing all World Cup. And a stipulation with that as well is you only have 5 wickets, 5 outs. So once all those are gone, and I believe we've seen that once before in our coverage of this World Cup, but once all 5 of your outs are gone, then the other team comes to bat versus 10, as it would normally be. This is another 4 for Australia, thanks to Travis Head. He's doing a good job in this World Cup final. 18 runs from 10 balls. Will certainly be hailed as one of the heroes of the match. Go down in the history books should Australia come out triumphant in this game. But of course, India, sort of with the added expectation of being the hosts and to live up to that, some may call it a blessing, some may call it a curse, but whatever it is a pattern. And we'll see if it repeats again, as it has in the past 3 World Cups. And again, the first instance of that was India back in 2011. As we see the final delivery of over number 3. Got him! Bowled him! Travis Head dismissed. Let's see the replay. He stepped back and that was his mistake. He swung and missed, and it connected with the stumps. He was a bit overconfident that he would connect, I think. But then again, you always have to watch out for things such as LBW. Josh Inglis next in as we come into the 4th over. Harshal Patel, the right arm fast medium bowler, Into the attack now for India. Australia 2 for 24 with 12 balls remaining. It's going to be an easy chase for India if they can keep the score down like this. Only 24 runs, and they've got 11 balls left to face, so this will be a rather uninteresting World Cup final, if I do say so myself. Unless Australia are able to get the total up here, it's going to be an easy win for India. This goes for a single. First run of the over. Run rate of 7.50 Australia have at the moment. Next delivery from Patel. Will this go to the boundary? Yes, it will. And Australia get 29. Josh Inglis, in his first time on strike, sends it away. Could this be a prediction of what is to come in the future? We'll see if he can get a streak going of these long shots. Next delivery may have been wide. We'll go to the umpire. Yes, it is indeed wide. .57, the run rate at the moment for the Aussies, as one more delivery is added onto this over. That one had potential to go to the boundary, most definitely, but it was stopped, as we see a very good aerial view of this massive stadium for one of the biggest sporting events there is. This is going to go to the boundary for sure. And Josh Inglis continuing his skill on strike here. 8 from 3 so far, and the final delivery of over number 4 coming in. It's going to be stopped at third man. 6 balls remain in Australia's innings, and with those final 6 balls, they must do something big, something incredible. That will guarantee a harder chase for India. Ravindra Jadeja, another spin bowler into the attack here for Australia. Second wicket for the Aussies came at the hands of another spin bowler, Yuzvendra Chahal, earlier in this innings. And we'll see if it is their downfall once again. Projected total at the run rate of 8.50 is 43, but the run rate now dropping to 8.16. However, this is going to go all the way. That is a maximum, and I believe it is the first one we've seen in this World Cup final. Like I said, they have to do something big if they want to make it harder for India, and if they want to up the chances that they will take the World Cup back home to the great southern land. Up, up, and away! 6 more! Steve Smith beginning to find a groove. And these late innings shots might be just the thing to give Australia the World Cup. There's still a defensive side, which we'll see after these 3 balls, but this is perhaps more important. Off to cover square. Won't even be a single. Both batsmen stay where they are, but Steve Smith remains on strike. He's got 2 sixes in this over. Can he make it 3? Not with this ball. And the final delivery of the over and of the innings coming in now. Gotta make it a good one. Here we go. Sent away, stopped at long leg, and Australia finished 2 for 47. India will need 48 runs to win the 2023 World Cup. And we will see that attempt right now. Steve Smith and Josh Inglis, the 2 Australian batsmen not out. Mitch Marsh run out by Pandya, and Yuzvendra Chahal bowling out Travis Head. As we see the opening partnership for the host nation, India hoping to win the World Cup for the first time since 2011. It's going to be Rohit Sharma on strike against Pat Cummins. He's with KL Rahul. And a long run this will be. Away we go in India's innings in the 2023 World Cup final. They need 48 runs to win here at the world's largest cricket stadium, and I believe the second largest stadium in the world, the Narendra Modi Stadium, named after the Prime Minister, of course. This goes for a single to bring Rahul on strike. And you see in the bottom right-hand corner, 47 from 28 needed. Or sorry, bottom left-hand corner. And if Australia can keep the score down, then that is what they will need to do. But India could do something big if they find a groove and start hitting boundaries and maximums. Speaking of boundaries, this one might get there. It's going to be stopped, but it's still going to yield a couple of runs for India. 2, to be precise. 2 balls remaining in this first over. Next delivery from Pat Cummins. Oh, sent away to cover square. And that's one more. Single off the second to final ball of the over. And the final one coming in now. Tipped it off to third man. India none for 4 at the end of the first over. Josh Hazlewood, the next bowler for Australia. Current run rate for India is 4. They need a run rate of 11 if they want to win the World Cup here. This is going to bounce. That slip. And it is nothing. They'll go for a single here. It's going to be cut close. Did he make it? We go to the review. That one too close to call. We need something more in depth. There it is. And yes, I believe he crossed the crease. Not out. Right decision. Once again, we'll see that on the replay. And there it is right there. He was most certainly over the line before connected with the stumps. Single there for India. It seems rather unimportant, but still, you've got to make sure everything is correctly called. This goes to the boundary. And I believe that is the first 4 for India here. 39 from 21 needed for the host nation to win the World Cup and continue the streak. This is going to be 4 more. And by the streak, I mean what I have mentioned many times earlier. And that is this host nation thing. As some teams are said to be cursed, I would say this is a blessing. A curse for all the other teams, perhaps, but a blessing for whoever is selected with the right to host. That goes for 4 more. It's 3 straight boundaries for Rohit Sharma. And the final delivery of the over coming in now from Josh Hazlewood. Thrown to the keeper. He throws to the bowler. And at the end of the second over, India none for 17. Sean Abbott in next for Australia. No spin bowling so far. We saw 2 spin bowlers from India. Oh, this has got into the air. That's going to go all the way for sure. Where's it going to come down? In the front rows of the stands. 6. Let's see this again from KL Rahul. Would you look at that? Beautiful shot. And India now with 23 runs. They need 25 more. That one was trending a bit wide, but Rahul still connects, and that's the second straight 6. Again, the replay. Doesn't go as high as the last one did, but a maximum is a maximum. And it brings them closer to the World Cup. 19 from 16. This one will not go into the air. Got him! Run out! Quick thinking. And a charismatic signal from the umpire confirms it. We see the replay. He just throws. Abbott with a dive, because you never know, but that is most certainly out. And just in case we're not certain, there's the replay right there. It was not even close. KL Rahul dismissed. But to replace him comes the king, Virat Kohli. And Australia may have made a big mistake. We'll find out if they have when Virat is on strike, if he is on strike. Sharma doing a great job here as he goes for another 6. Though I don't think it can end this over, so we would see Mr. Kohli in action in what is certainly one of the biggest games of his career. India need 13 more from 14 balls. Well, that's going to be 12, I think. You never know. You never know. A bit of paranoia from Abbott there, but it is what it is. Extra ball and an extra run for India, and now it can end in this over. With 2 6s from Sharma, India would win the World Cup, but that's not going to happen in this over because it's a single to put Virat Kohli on strike. So let's see what he can do. We saw him dismissed first ball. I believe it was against England earlier in our coverage. And he sent this to the area of silly mid-off to bring this over to an end. Adam Zampa, the spin bowler, in for Australia, and in a crucial moment. India way past the required run rate. Sharma on strike once again. He'll send it to the boundary for 4. And the chances for the host nation to do it again are looking pretty good. We see the replay. Gone. 7 from 11 needed. Stopped. But it might still be 2. Will it be? No, it won't. Just a single to put Kohli on strike. And a maximum would bring this World Cup final to an end. Will it come from one of the national heroes of India? This will be 4. And now they just need 2. And they've all but clinched it now. We see the replay. Kohli facing his second ball. And this may be his last. 1 to tie, 2 to win. From Adam Zampa it goes, and maybe I hyped it up a bit, but this is the biggest limited overs cricket match there is. Once again, from Adam Zampa to Virat Kohli. The 4th ball Kohli faces. He sends it into the air. He sends it past the boundary. It is a maximum, and India have won the World Cup. For the first time since 2011, India have won the World Cup. The streak of the host nations continues. 2011, 2015, 2019, and now 2023. India, the world champions. India win their third World Cup as they defeat Australia at the Narendra Modi Stadium. The king, Virat Kohli, finishes the job, bringing the trophy back to the subcontinent. Let's take a look at the final scorecard. Australia finished 2 for 47. Travis Head led the scoring with 18 runs from 14 balls. Following him was Steve Smith, 16 from 10, Josh Inglis, 8 from 4, and finally Mitch Marsh, 4 from 2. India's leading scorer was Rohit Sharma with 25 runs from 11 balls. KL Rahul scored 16 from 8, and Virat Kohli scored 10 from 4, including the final ball of the match and the tournament. Yuzvendra Chahal took the second wicket of Australia's innings. The first one was taken by Hardik Pandya in a run-out of Mitch Marsh. That is all for the 2023 Cricket World Cup. We want to thank you for joining us in our sparse coverage of the past 6 weeks, and we hope you will join us for any future cricket coverage. From Narendra Modi Stadium, it's goodbye and good night, India, the World Cup champions.